Good day to our thesis advisor, Dr. Leia S. Desperos, to the panelists, for the technical, Dr. Alexen A. Elasio, and for the local, Engineer Greta Rosario, and to our chairman, Professor Reynaldo Alves, and also to our subject teacher, Professor Javier Villanueva. I'm Allona Guinto, and we will be presenting our capstone project entitled Quarantina, Virtual Assistant System for Personal Computer for Novice Users. Together with my group mates, Ms. Katherine Graza, Ms. Beatriz Medalla, and Ms. Romelyn Ruiz. Here is Ms. Beatriz Medalla for Chapter 1 Introduction and for Scope and Delimitation.
I'm Beatriz Medalla. I'm going to discuss to you the introduction. So first, let us define what virtual assistant is. A virtual assistant is an application program that understands natural language and voice commands and complete tasks for a user. Alexa, Siri, and Google Home are great examples of virtual assistants. With all that being said, why would we do something if we make something do it for us? Our virtual assistant system wanted to make using personal computers more efficient, straightforward, easier, and faster for people who does not have enough time to learn how this computer works or anxious enough to operate personal computers. This software or an application program that we develop can talk to the user and understand what he says in common language. The principal is talking to a computer or device the assistant is running on. The user can command its assistants and the assistant completes tasks for its user. So the question was, what can our virtual assistants do for a user? It specifically focuses on doing basic tasks on personal computers. It is for people who has no experience using a computer and to mitigate the psychological barriers of older people to computers because according to ScienceDaily.com, despite increasing numbers of the older adults accessing the internet, the digital divide between older adults and younger people still exists.
For the objectives of the study, Ms. Romelyn Ruiz.
I'm Romelyn Villela Ruiz. I will discuss to you the objectives of the study. The purpose of this research, first, to develop a software that can hopefully mitigate psychological barriers between older people and personal computers. Second, to lessen burdens of busy people by making their basic personal computer tasks be done by the virtual assistants. Next is to discuss the implications of voice-power virtual assistants to our daily lives. Next is to help the novice to overcome their barriers to assist beginners in overcoming their hurdles to utilizing personal computers in using personal computers. Next is to assist the elderly to utilize computers to arrange virtual encounters without enlisting the assistance of their sons or daughter. The last is to evaluate the performance of voice-power virtual assistant system in terms of its functionality.
For the next part, I will discuss to you the scope and the limitation. This study determined the validity of the researchers' development in making it easier for individuals to utilize a computer. The researchers' goal is to determine the effects of using basic virtual assistants on users.
So, I'm going to discuss the conceptual framework, which are the input, process, and output. For the input, implementing Quarantina Virtual Assistant for novice users. For the process, we will be developing our system using the waterfall model. For the output, we will be distributing the software application to novice users. And for Chapter 3, prototype, Ms. Katherine Graza.
I am Katherine Graza, and now I will discuss the prototype of our software. So after the user successfully installed the software, you can now straight up talk to Quarantina. Our software greets you with minimal interface that only has 3 buttons, named Tips, Commands, and Sleep. So the tips button gives you idea of random phrases you can comment to Quarantina. This is where the tips will be shown. The command button opens up another window form with all the commands and key phrases that Quarantina is capable of. And lastly, the sleep button lets the software stop functioning. To give you an overall idea of how our software works, this is an example.
Tina, wake up.
I'm ready to follow your commands.
What time is it?
It is currently Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, 5:23 p.m.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I am Quarantina, your virtual assistant.
I'm your creator.
I know and I'm forever grateful.
Very good, Tina.
It's my pleasure to help.
Thank you for listening to our video presentation for our capstone project entitled Quarantina Virtual Assistant System for Personal Computer Novice Users. And the rooms are now open for the questions, suggestions, and recommendations. That would be all. Thank you.